Hey, y'all. It's your girl, Empress Cheryl, about to do a pick a pile reading. Okay. So, this pick a pile reading will be based on end of year messages. However, it can also be end of cycle messages. So, if you feel like you are coming to the end of a cycle and you need to hear a message, then trust that this reading is a timeless reading and you can always come back to it or listen to it whenever it comes across your screen to see what you need to hear about the end of that cycle. Okay, so end of year, end of cycle messages. Okay, so you would choose your pal based on the images that were on the cover photo, which were 4 separate cards. I will hold up those cards now. So you have the opportunity to choose your pal again. I'll actually read what it says on there as well to see if that helps. Okay. So we're going to get into your message. Check the description box below for additional information. All right. So pal selection. Pal 1 would be this number 25 DNA card. Number 25 DNA. Pile 2 would be number 43 with hexagon. Number 43 with hexagon. Pile 3 would be number 5 with divine doorway. Number 5 with divine doorway. And pile 4 will be number 33 with seed of life. Number 33 with seed of life. Okay. So which one calls out to you? Let me see if I can I'll try to hold them all up together. Let's see if that helps. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if that helps, but I tried to do it. Okay. All right. So end of year messages, guys. End of year messages. Oh yeah. See, I didn't moved away from my other languages. Okay. So we got pile 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile 1, 2, 3, 4. Pile. We're gonna stop right there because somebody hasn't been practicing. Okay, so let's get into these messages. Okay, so if you selected pile 1, then you chose this number 25 DNA card here. Number 25 DNA. Okay. And we're going to get into the messages for you, okay? But first, I want to ask your spirit guides, my spirit guides, and the Holy Spirit to come and protect us during this reading and give us accurate insights on these end of year, end of cycle messages that you need to hear. Okay. As I'm laying out your cards, what I will say, so I'll say something briefly about the card that you chose first. But I'll actually also read something from the book at the end, okay? At the end after we look at all your cards. But what I'm getting with this 25 DNA, I'm getting more so of you needing to acknowledge that this year you've had some like DNA upgrades type thing. Like you've had some changes. Like maybe you've went through some spirals. Maybe this was a whirlwind of a year for you, pile 1, but you have had some changes. Like just within your makeup, just with how you are, who you are as an individual. You've went through some changes this year, and it's like you need to acknowledge that. Because it's actually some upgrades, whether you realize it or not. It's some upgrades at a cellular level that you need to acknowledge. That's one message. Okay, so let's see what your cards are saying for you. Pile 1. Yeah, so I'm also getting like this probably been a year where you've been going after you've been going after what you wanted. You've been going after what you wanted this year with this chariot energy. You also have the high priestess energy here as well. Um, where it's like, I feel like you have likely like stepped into your power or have come to the point where you have realized your power this year. I'm getting you may be someone who throughout the year has been able or have realized your or need to realize your ability to bring people together, as well as your ability to be a leader in your own right, a leader in your space. Like, I'm getting that you are someone who has like risen to the top, whether you realize it or not, or through some type of miraculous instance or something. It's like you have set some plans for yourself, set plans in place to put you in a very stable and secure position. So I feel like, honestly, like, spirit is telling you like you can relax a little, or just not relax. It's more so like honor yourself. Is honestly what I'm getting. I'm more so getting an energy of like, maybe you jumped into gear this year because you felt like you was just sitting away, like you were sitting and watching your dreams pass you by or something. And it's like, what you don't really realize is that you've been like kind of transforming on the inside. So it's like, maybe you say you don't have all of the physical luxuries that you desire. You have excelled on a inside intercellular type of level, to where you are being respected for that. You are being praised for that. So it's like, don't get lighten up about what it is that you don't see. That's all that what you don't see. Okay, like what you don't see now, what you don't see on this physical plane, physical existence or whatever, because spirit is clearly saying like, you are a leader. You are someone who can bring people together. You are someone who is powerful. You are someone who is stable and secure in your being, and someone that others look up to. I'm getting that you are likely a powerful manifester as well. It's like, I'm getting the energy of like, you plan something out. With this 3 of Wands here, like you plan something out, or you see a vision, you see what it's like you're seeing with this 3 of Wands here, like he's sitting here looking over like this land or whatever. It's like you see what it is that you want, that you desire to happen, and it's like you put it out there, you manifest it, and you get this stable King of Pentacles energy, and this 6 of Wands like praise, like on top, being on top for it. But it's like, I'm just getting that maybe somehow I'm getting that you're not seeing it, or you're not fully, maybe you're still waiting on a lot of things to come in. So maybe like, next year will be a good year for you. But it's kind of like the biggest thing that I'm getting to tell you is you did a lot this year. You did a lot. You proved yourself to be a leader. You proved yourself to be someone who leads from your heart, though. Like, so someone who leads in love, someone who leads with love, someone who is heart-centered, someone who is empathetic, is compassionate, who is able to bring people together. I'm getting also is able to like work miracles through your heart space or through the heart space of others or something like that. But it's like, it's definitely like an inside. It's like you are making a different definition of an inside job type situation. It's like you get into situations and you switch them up, reconfigure things from the inside. That's what I'm getting. That's your message. It's like, even if you can't tell, it's kind of like a sneaky, subtle, but long lasting type of influence that you have, Pile One. And it's like, that's the message that you need to hear. That's the message that you need to take and run with. Stop doubting your power. Stop doubting your influence. Stop doubting your ability to get inside a situation and transform it. Whether that's inside yourself, because I am getting that you have made some changes within your own self or within your own life, but it's also making changes in the lives of others as well. You're being viewed as a heart-centered leader. Whether anyone has told you that or not, you are. And a visionary and a powerful manifester. Okay, so those, and someone who is able to create stability and security for themselves. So that's something that you need to know before you wrap this year up. You need to know that you had a good year. Okay, whether you realize that or not, I'm telling you right now, you need to know that you had a good year, Pile One. Okay, so let me read from this sacred geometry book about number 25 here, DNA. Okay, so it says, so 25 DNA is about conscious evolution. Okay, human DNA uses the phi ratio to form the wave that spins our genetic codes. Within the double helix of our DNA and the human energy field, we each have access to a hidden store of knowledge and wisdom called the Force or Holy Light. Unlocking this information is a primary study of many individuals today who feel that human potential and the ability to heal ourselves and the planet are encoded in this spiral matrix. We presently know of 2 strands and 64 genetic codons in our DNA. We are in the process of activating codes that will aid in the shift from 3rd dimensional to 4th dimensional reality, which is the course evolution is taking. We are turning on 10 additional strands of DNA, which, including the present 2, will afford us what seems at this point unlimited possibilities. The emotions of love and compassion influence the harmonics of the heart and speed these changes to our DNA. Each time you act from your heart rather than from fear, you contribute to the evolution of humankind and the healing of Mother Earth. Open your heart to the reality that love is the answer. All right, Power One. Y'all been out here loving on people and healing people through the power of love, healing humanity. Y'all been doing good work. That's what you need to know. That's your end of year message. You have been doing good work out here, Power One. Okay? So that's your message. Pile 2. If you chose pile 2, you chose number 43, the hexagon. Okay, so pile 2, before we get into your message, I want to ask your spirit guides, my spirit guides, and the Holy Spirit to come and protect us during this reading and give us clear and accurate insights on end of year messages for you, pile 2. End of year messages. Okay, before I lay out your cards, because I am going to read this card about the hexagon at the end, but what I am noticing is symmetry in this card. Symmetry, I'm getting beauty. This may be the card about beauty as well, but I'm getting like symmetry, beauty, synchronicities, connectedness. Yeah, those are kind of some of the words that are jumping out to me. With looking at your looking at that one card. Okay, so let's just kind of see what your other messages are saying. How to. Okay, and how to, again, this is like end of year messages as well as like end of cycle messages as well. So if it's not the end of the year, but you came across this video and you feel like you're at the end of a cycle, this is a message that you need to hear, okay? Okay, let's see. A message I'm getting for you initially is kind of the need for you to take charge of a situation, but I'm getting more so like taking charge of your heart, or taking charge of what you want, taking charge of, it could be healing, like healing a situation, because we do have cards here that are speaking on like we have the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords here, which both of them are depicting, you know, like sadness, heartbreak, things like that. But we also have the Justice card as well as the Death card, which are signifying balance and transformation. So really what I'm getting here is like, I feel like Spirit is advising you, like for this end of this cycle or this end of this year, like trying to encourage you to let you know that you can fix this situation. Like you have the power, the ability to heal your heart space. And I'm getting more so is the need for you to have faith, as well as the need for you to maybe change your perception of something, like change how you are viewing what's going on. So for instance, say there's a situation where you went through a breakup, okay? So like say you went through a breakup, you know, a separation or whatever, and it's like you're down and out about it, you're sad about it or whatever. I feel like Spirit is like advising you to understand that everything happens for a reason. Like there was some type of reason for it. There is some type of need for this to take place. So I'm getting more so it's like you need to have faith in the outcome, you know, of this situation, or you need to change how you're viewing this. Like take yourself, I'm just getting more so like you may be putting yourself in the place of being a victim right now. And that's not to say like you can't acknowledge any hurt that may have taken place, but that is to say don't sit there. And I feel like the biggest message for you right now at the end of this cycle is you have the ability to change your perception on your situation. Like you have the ability to view things in a different light. You have the ability to create balance, to create justice, to transform things, to make a beautiful life, to seek a different partner, to seek partnership in yourself, to find joy in some of the things that you already have, find joy in some of the things that you've already have previously done, things that things that bring you, I'm getting peace, closure, connection. Like those are just some of the words that are kind of coming to me. But we have this card here, the Communicator, with words have power. If you are someone that is a speaker, so what I did get here is like kind of like spoken word, or writing something out. So you may need to actually start writing about your feelings. Like that may be what will allow you to change your perspective. That may be what will allow you to bring justice to a situation, like to start to heal whatever you're going through. And this could be, one example could be like, this happened so that it would push you in an energy of being more creative and writing things out or getting, what I'm saying? Like, just an example. But that's something to consider. I'm also getting, though, that like you needed an opportunity to spend time with self. I'm definitely getting that as well, for you to see beauty within you. So I'm getting like that this pal may be a pal that has gone through some type of separation or some type of breakup, or even if is not that, you may be just in a period of feeling lonely or feeling disconnected or something like that. And I feel like the message for you is you have the ability to change that. Like, you have, like, don't, in a sense of, don't view it that way. Don't view it as you being lonely. Like, see how you are connected to others still. We have this listen to music as well. So music may be beneficial for you to listen to. Music may be beneficial for you to write. But it's like Spirit is wanting you to take charge with this Emperor card here and the Fool. It's like you need to take charge of this new beginning. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to view this as a opportunity for a new beginning. Take charge on it. Bring balance to a situation. Like, go get your own justice, in a sense, is kind of the mindset, but not in a like affecting anyone else type of way, but in a taking charge of your own mindset, your own heart, like your own ability to think about what you have going on. Like, go through this transformation, accept this transformation, accept this change, and move through it. Like, I'm getting just find the beauty in it all is the message that I feel like you need to hear for this end of year, end of cycle message. Okay. So let me read from this sacred geometry book about number 43, the hexagon. Okay. So this is about beauty and perfection. Okay. Beauty and perfection. The six-sided geometry of the hexagon speaks of structure, function, order. We find it in the beauty of crystals, the perfection of snowflakes, and the symmetry of beehives. Beauty surrounds you. This card suggests that you focus on that beauty and seek ways to bring it more consciously into your life. Most lives are filled and overflowing with places to go, people to see. Sometimes in our busyness, we forget to notice the beauty that surrounds us everywhere on the planet. Perhaps a walk in the woods is in order. Move deliberately, allowing all your senses to become aware of the perfection that surrounds you in nature. Listen to the birds, smell the scents of the forest. This may be the perfect day to gather your family for a visit to the art museum. Perhaps you will want to stop at the florist and bring flowers home to cheer and calm the air, or purchase a crystal and place it where you will notice it every day to remind you in a fast-paced life to take time to appreciate its beauty and perfection. Walk in beauty. That's your message. Walk in beauty. Understand the beauty in everything. Understand you noticing the beauty in everything, the beauty in all parts of life is what will get you through this cycle, get you through this, this year, will allow you to change your perception on how you're viewing certain things that are going on in your life at this time, pal 2. Okay, so that's your message. All right, pal 3. Pal 3, you chose number 5, divine doorway. Okay, number 5, divine doorway. Okay, so pal 3, I want to ask my spirit guides, your spirit guides, and the Holy Spirit to come and protect us during this reading and give us clear and accurate insights on this end of year, end of cycle messages for you. Okay. So, initially, and what I will say is I am going to read from the book at the end after I look at all of your cards. But initially with this number 5, Divine Doorway, I'm getting that you probably this year have been doing a lot of connecting with spirit, like a lot of like going within, maybe a lot of transformation, maybe a lot of chakra clearing. Why am I not able to speak correctly? But I feel like you've done a lot of like going within yourself, but also connecting with spirit this year is kind of what's coming out heavy for me with you, Pal 3. And it's like you need to acknowledge that. You need to acknowledge that you've been connected. Like real deal connected. It's not, I'm getting more so the sense of like spirit is acknowledging your desires and your efforts for wanting to connect, for wanting to seek truth, for wanting to increase your connection. Okay, let's see. End of year messages for you. So let me tell you something, Pal 3. Y'all have the Justice card and the Judgment card here. And what I'm getting more so is, again, spirit is like, well, I got you the one. Spirit is like, you have impressed your spiritual team. I feel like your message is more so coming from your spiritual team, or like your ancestors, the angels that work with you, like ascended masters that work with you, source itself, God himself, like, you know what I'm saying, like the Most High. Like you have, Pal 3, impressed your spiritual team. And I feel like because of that, they are wanting to like recognize you. They are wanting to, I'm getting like work miracles within your life because of that is what I'm getting. Like I'm definitely getting like some heavy ancestor energy here with this creation card. But it's like I'm getting more of the sense is like they're recognizing, I'm getting that this end of the cycle, either this year or a cycle or whatever that you have gone through, has been one that's been bittersweet. So it's like one that you know you needed to go through, one that you have dove into, one that you are grateful for coming to the other end of, grateful for ending this cycle, yet still affected. You know what I'm saying? Yet still affected by it, yet still think and ponder about whatever it is that, you know, you've recently went through. But it's like you did it. It's kind of, I'm getting more so like you followed the guidance that you got. And I feel like that is why they are wanting to, that's why you're respected, because I'm getting more so like you followed your guidance. You trusted your instincts in a situation. So whatever you did, either like throughout this year or whatever cycle you are closing up, it's like your spiritual team is really wanting to acknowledge that they love you because they can see that you followed instructions, like you followed through to the end type situation, even when it was not a pretty moment for you. Like, even when you were feeling sad about it, you still did it. Even when you didn't fully understand, you still did it. You still stuck with it, is what I'm getting. And with this, the King card here, it says, I powerfully lead my mission. So it's like there was something that you had to do, something that you had to take on, some, you know what I'm saying, thing that you had to be in the forefront of. And it's like, you did it. You did it. And they want to acknowledge you for that. And it's like, so also the message that I'm getting here with this, you're to enmesh in the situation, step back. They're wanting you to look at the bigger picture. So they're wanting you to kind of like, because I feel like maybe you're kind of dwelling on the incident or series of incidents or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be specific because it can be different for everyone. Or let's just say the year. Maybe you're looking back on like the series of events that happened throughout this year, and you're paying attention to like one major situation, or, you know what I'm saying, like one or two major things or specific things, when they're wanting you to take an overall look, like from the beginning of the year till now. Look at what happened from the beginning of this cycle until now. Look at what happened. Like, look at what you did. Like, look at how you followed through. Look at how you responded. Look at how you sought truth. Look at how you, I'm also getting like, protected what we gave you. Look at how you protected what we gave you. Look at how you invested in the knowledge that was provided to you, at the truth that you were given. Like, look at what you did. Look at what is happening. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might have set a couple fires here and there. Yeah, you might have like burnt some things up, but I'm getting more so they wanting you to like look at it. Look at what you did. Look at it as a whole. Look at what you did as a whole. Look at how you stood your ground. Look at how you stood firm in it. And it's like you were willing to offer whatever you needed to offer to spirit. I'm getting more so like you were willing to make a sacrifice. You were willing to give up what you didn't want to give up. Like you were willing to do that because you trusted your instincts. You trusted the guidance from your spiritual team. And I'm getting more so that it created balance in a situation. You have been very generous. You've been very generous, and it has created balance. You have been very generous with either something close to you or something dear to you or something that you did not want to give up. And I'm just getting the sense of you will be repaid. You will receive justice. You will receive balance for this, because I'm getting the sense that they're trying to say that they understand that it wasn't easy. They understand that what you did was not easy, but you did it. You trusted and you did it, although it wasn't easy. But they're wanting you to not focus on that. Don't focus on that. Look at like everything that you've done, because I'm just getting more so this one thing that's kind of like sticking out for me, or for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing that you may be giving you this like bittersweet, you know, energy or whatever. It's like, it's maybe, so this is the mindset that I'm getting. Okay, say for instance, you know, throughout the year you gave up a couple things. You had to like, you know, release some things. But it's like a lot of them were probably easy for you to do, easy for you to release. But it may be one thing that was like, this is hard. You really like this? I gotta let this go. But you did it. You did it. because you trust it. And it's kind of like you knew why you had to do it, so you trusted your ancestors, you trusted spirit, you trusted your spiritual team, you did it, you released whatever you needed to release, you made that offer, you made that sacrifice, and it's like now you are receiving justice, or will receive if you feel like you haven't already. Trust trust directly from the divine. Miracles, okay? Miracles are about to pour into your life. That's what you need to understand, okay? That's what you need to understand. So, pile 3, let me read for you. Number 5, divine doorway, okay? Divine doorway, it talks about inner vision, okay? So it says, doorways and portals make it possible to access other dimensions. Beneath the color scheme of this painting lies a sacred number matrix borrowed from the calendar of the ancient Maya. The water lilies represent your potential for enlightenment. The angelic figure is offered as guardian and guide as you move through this doorway into realms you have yet to discover. This card invites you to contemplate a doorway to your divine center. This doorway will lead past the constraints of third dimensional reality to a place of truth within. Ask your guides and teachers to assist you in moving to a quiet place where you will be ready to receive exactly the information you need at this moment. Listen to the voice of your intuition. Pay attention to any images or messages you receive, no matter how cryptic or obscure they may seem. Note them in your journal and continue to observe how they feel in your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies as you return to this reality. This is an access point to other dimensions. Respectfully acknowledge the gifts of inner sight. Okay, pile 3. You have been gifted with inner sight because you have been listening to your intuition, because you have been following the nudges, because you have been trusting your instincts, because you have been connecting with spirit. You've been gifted. All right, so that's your message, pile 3. All right, pile 4. If you chose pile 4, you chose number 33, seed of life. Number 33, seed of life. Okay. Pile 3. I want to ask your spirit guides, my spirit guides, and the Holy Spirit to come and protect us during this reading and give us accurate insight into the end of year, end of cycle messages that you need to hear. Okay, so pile 3, initially with this 33 seed of life. Now I am going to read from the book at the end after I've looked at all your cards, but initially what I'm getting with this 33 seed of life is abundance. It's kind of like you've found or have been on a journey to find what this life is all about. Like, how can you get to, the joy and happiness and luxuries and peace of life. It's like, is that the journey that you've been on this year? You know what I'm saying? And it's like this journey leading to abundance, leading to whatever it is that you desire. Let's see what your cards are saying. Okay, so let me say this. Because this is something that I'm getting heavy from this also. A message for you is Spirit wants you to Spirit wants you to get clear on what it is that you want so that you can ask for it directly. So I'm getting the sense of like your spiritual team is wanting to assist you with all the pleasures of life. They're wanting to assist you with joy, happiness, abundance. Like they don't want you to be in a complacent energy. They want you to get whatever it is that your heart desires. But I'm getting more of the sense of it's like maybe you've been an energy of just wanting to be guided is more of what I'm getting. Like you've been in an energy of like wanting to be guided, where really what they're trying to tell you is you have a little more say so in this. Like you have a little more say in what it is that you want, what it is that you want to bring you abundance. Your opinion is important. They're wanting you to express to them what it is that you want. We have this: get clear on your intention, stay focused, and move quickly to achieve your goal. What is it that you want? Ask them, because you have divine guide. Like you have the universe here, like kind of like at your beck and call, wanting to connect with you, wanting to give you everything that you desire. Just kind of like sitting there. They're kind of like blending in, like, or working with you at this moment. But it's like I'm getting more of a sense of with this chameleon that they're like here resting in the background, waiting on you to ask for assistance. Like maybe something that you need to, because a thought that I just got also is focusing on your prayer life. Maybe you need to, like, you know, just kind of get clear on the best way for you to pray, or whether, you know what I'm saying, or the best way for you to meditate, the best way for you to connect with source. Like get clear on that. Because I'm getting like you already have a huge spiritual backing. Like I'm just getting the sense that you already have a huge spiritual team, and they're just more so wanting you to ask for what it is that you want, because I'm getting more so that they adore you. Like maybe you have been doing some things where it's like maybe you've been putting others ahead of you, is kind of what I'm getting. Or you've been like maybe like on a mission of staying in the background. Maybe you have been staying in the background and not, you know what I'm saying, because you've been focused on, like, you know, doing what others desire, trying to help others bring joy into their life or something like that. And it's like maybe you've been in this energy of like wanting to help others as much and have others feel, you know, some sense of joy in their life, that is kind of like I'm getting a sense that you may have started neglecting you in a sense. And that's not what spirit wants. Like, of course, spirit wants you to, you know, show love and respect and care to others, but not in the expense of you. Like, don't, if you're not happy or comfortable in whatever situation that you're in, like ask spirit for some changes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, pray about it. If you're not sure what it is that you want, like try out different things. Like figure it out is pretty much what I'm getting, is figure out what would make you happy so that you can directly ask for it, so that you can receive it. Because I'm getting more so it's like your angels, your spirit guides, your spiritual team, like they want to jump up and, like, you know, help put things in alignment for you. But it's like they want you, they want to give you what you want. Like your opinion is important. They're here to support you, but they want you to make this decision. Okay. So it's like more so like you've probably been in an energy of just kind of going with the flow lately, and like not just kind of doing what you, I guess, feel impressed upon to do with maybe no specific direction, or no specific order, or no specific like desire to really get what you really want, to really fulfill your specific needs. It's kind of, I'm getting more of the energy of you just kind of being of service, like you've been of service, but it's like, yeah, you did that, but you should be also getting, don't be pouring into others so much that you are not filling your cup as well. Like what is it that you want? Okay, what is it that you want? That's what you need to figure out, because it's like, I'm getting more so, it's like they want to pour that into you. Like they want you to experience an overflow and abundance. Like they want you to experience the joys of life as well. Like don't just be that type of person that brings joy to everyone else without experiencing it themselves. Like I feel like that's kind of like what you've been on, like, you know what I'm saying, the honorable warrior. You just been going, trying to fight battles for everyone else, and then at the end of the day, after you done put out fires for everyone else, you sitting here in this complacent energy trying to figure out what is going on in your own life, because you didn't help everyone else, that you aren't clear on what it is that you really want to do, what it is that really brings you happiness and stability and joy and all of that. And it's like, they want you to figure that out, because they want to pour it out for you, to you. Okay, so stop staying in the background of your own life. Come into the forefront. Jump into your main character energy. You have done a lot. You have done a lot for others already. You have brought joy to others already. What is it that you want? What brings joy to you? Pile 4. Okay, that's the message that you need to hear for this end of year or end of cycle message. Okay, so let's read from this sacred geometry book. All right, because number 33, the seed of life, talks about the beginnings of change. Beginnings of change. Okay, the seed of life shape is 6 circles or spheres that complete one full rotation around one circle or sphere. This geometric configuration forms a beautiful 6-petaled flower. It is sometimes referred to as the Genesis pattern, because the book of Genesis says that creation was formed in 6 days. The seed of life is a key to understanding the expansion of new energy, information, and light as it enters consciousness. Pulling this card marks the beginnings of change in the progression of your inquiry. You have left the security of the center, of home, of the known, and you are seeking a new way of looking at the world. In so doing, you have begun a pilgrimage that will lead you to a greater understanding of who you really are. Yours has become the path of a seeker. You are beginning an adventure that may become the passion that will fuel your life's work. There is much information entering consciousness at this time. Listen to messages from your higher self, and especially take notice of how synchronicity is at work in your life. Pay attention to what attracts you. The more you tune yourself to the workings of spirit, the more you will be led to discover what you need to know to create your dreams and visions. Take heart and know that you are at the beginning of an exciting journey towards self-actualization. Pile 4, what you need to know is it's time for you to focus on you. It's time for you to focus on yourself. It's time for you to figure out what it is that you want. Again, what it is that brings you joy. That is what spirit wants to provide to you. What brings you joy? What gives you your happiness? What gives you your stability? Who are you? Pile 4, who are you? What do you do? Where do you come from? What type of things do you enjoy? What do you like? Like, can you answer those questions? What makes you happy? What makes you happy, Pile 4? You're about to go on that journey to figure that out. That's what you need to know for the end of this cycle, end of this year. Message for you is figure out what makes you happy. It's time for you to focus on you. All right. So that's your message. Y'all take care. Have a jazzy day.